classroom management tips and tricks, and a lot of it is related to timers and incentivizing, being on time, quick transitions, honoring excellence in behavior, making good choices, and helpfulness. All right, so we always have our agenda up on the board. Kiddos get 2 minutes in order to be ready for class for the start. They demonstrate when the timer goes off or before if they're ready early. A unicorn is what we call it, is also T in the Kerwin hand signs. But it shows me that their hands are free, mouths are quiet and ready, and eyes are on the director. So 2 minutes, and I will describe what happens if they beat the timer, if they are on time, and if they are slightly behind. And we'll travel on over to my wall of truth. I'll start over on my chorus side. We have a whole thing called chorus happies, and I call it happies because that's what I want to honor, but they can earn sads as well. So notice that our goal for the end of the year was to get to 300, and this has been a cumulative process throughout the whole year. I'm fortunate enough to have these babies all year long for about 40 to 43 minutes a day. We really value readiness and transition times, and so every single moment is important. Even though I get to see them consecutive days, the minutes fly, and so we always have big agendas, and being ready on time with all physical transitions is important. They have earned 2 happies for their class. If they are on time and it goes beep, 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 and everyone is in corns right on time, when it hits 0, then they get 1 happy. If they are late, I do not do the yell and scream. They know. I simply count on my head, and for every 5-second increments, that is a sad. And so let's say, for example, that 7-1 took 10 extra seconds to get ready that day. There is nothing punitive that happens to this child. If we have a tardy child, I ask them to present a note. If they don't have one, I go, cool, we document that later. We are ready to get started. I have a person who is my keeper. They will walk up, they will take this beautiful 305, and they will take a marker. And they still are above 300, but this is notification to me and to other classes and to themselves that they have gotten a sad that day, okay? They can get out of the hole, however. Let's say during rehearsal, they are just mastering some technique. We have been working on vowel shapes, and it's beautiful. They've demonstrated an excellent blend. I see posture perfection happening, and I say, keeper, I see excellence. They change it back to green, and even if they were below 305, which what we started, they got a happy that day. That is a 304. And you get the idea. And so what's great about it is they always come in and they want to see and check out, how's the other class doing? Are we beating them? What can we do to beat them? And again, it's just a number, but it's a great quantifiable way for us to see how are we progressing towards our goal of basically being ready to perform, showing ensembleship and all those other things. Another thing that I can honor is attendance, and that's one of those magical things that just happens, and they get excited about it every time. If everybody is present that day, which a lot of kiddos will be like, come to school, we want to get to our 300 goal. And it's a great encouraging and motivational factor to make sure everyone is there. They get a bonus happy for that as well, okay? When they hit their 300 mark or whatever it is, we start small. First 9 weeks, I'm like, let's get to 35. Then it's let's get to 75. We increase each time. You can do this as often as every 9 weeks. You could do this every week if you wanted to. They earn a fellowship celebration. So one thing that I really value is collective contribution. And so I contribute something small, but then I say, guys, I'm a teacher, and so you guys need to contribute too. Sign up at will. It is up to you what you bring. For salty sweet treats, I have some kiddos that contribute a small thing of pretzels. Some kiddos will be like, I will bring the plates. But not everyone has to contribute, and I've found over 18 years that there's always enough to go around, more than enough to go around. And those kiddos who really like to bring the things in and take care of their classmates. A fun non-food related one that's popular, my 8th graders love this one this year, karaoke and just dance, as well as board and card game palooza. And so I've noticed post-COVID, kids are craving time face-to-face in small groups, and they often will form groups that are really interesting based off of a game that they wouldn't necessarily socially do in the hallway. And so it forces them to look at people, it forces them to share, all those things that we try to teach in kindergarten, but still need reteaching in order to have a good ensemble, and for us to just kind of get along and hold hands and sing Kumbaya. All right. So traveling over to 6th grade side, you'll notice that their numbers are a little bit lower for their goal, and this is because I had them on a 9-week rotation. They actually earned 5 happies for having a substitute teacher for a day, and they were fantastic, which if you are in education and you know that there are subs, we love you. Those are not often those shining moment days, and so I honor that with 5 happies. If they do not have a wonderful, beautiful report, it is 10 sad. So it's a great deterrent for all of those. All right, individual awards right here. If I notice that Jeremiah has shared a pencil with Susan, I can say this is for being kind. Thank you so much. Here's your coupon. Jeremiah will put his first and last name. And then I have a student helper who assists with this. Their name goes into the coupon cup. And this is just some examples of the prizes that they may earn. Sometimes food related, sometimes these cat ears have gone like hotcakes. They have loved them. My 8th grade boys especially love to be a pretty, pretty princess. It's super cute. We have crock gibbets, stickers. You can see the spread. And it's just a really cool way where I'm not spending mega bucks. It's a once a week treat for a couple kids per class. And it really has worked and saved just our lives in class, and we have a great time. Thank you so much.